Good. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Ali Mustafa, and I am the founder and CEO of the International Organization of Youth. People back there, can they hear me? Okay, perfect. So, first of all, congratulations to all of you. Give a big round of applause for yourself for 4 days. So, this is a closing conversation, and we will not take long in our closing conversation. Just a quick recap of what we have done last 4 days, and then you will get your certificates that we just got them ready. And then we will see you at IYC 13 if you come in person or online in Los Angeles. We will make that announcement later. What are the dates and what are the theme on that? Uh, but so we were here for 4 days. We discussed a lot of things during last 4 days. And one thing I would like to tell you that this was the largest youth convening or the largest youth gathering during the UN General Assembly 80 week, where we have, I think, over 500 young people who attended us over the course of 4 days. That was in person in New York City. But then we have a whole lot of engagement online. I don't know about today. Yesterday, it was close to 650,000 people who got engaged until yesterday. That was just until yesterday. I don't have the numbers for today yet. And through our app that you were trying to see, and you were logged in, there were obviously you can see that there were over 7,000 people, close to 8,000 young people were registered there, and they were watching the conference through our app during last 4 days. So it was a really, really large and very big engagement. So during these 4 days, you get a chance to listen from Assistant Secretary General of the United Nations, a lot of UN experts, and a lot of young people. 60 to 70% of our speakers were under the age of 35, and many, as you see today, one of the speaker was 12 years, and 14 and also 15-year-old speakers were there. And it is a good engagement and achievement that we have a platform that is truly intergenerational and provide, a feedback or a place for the people to, really have a conversation and make a meaningful change in the society. So at the closing ceremony, usually we ask people to give us the feedback and all that. So we're gonna do this again, but in a very different way, and we can talk about the things that were not good or you did not like later on. But if it will be great if someone wanna share two good things that happened during the 4 days, or two good things that they learned or observed, two positive things. Please raise your hand and I will give yes the floor.
So one thing that I think was really remarkable at IYC was I met a whole lot of international people that I otherwise wouldn't have met. And I think that the second thing that was special about IYC was just the community and how accessible it was to people who weren't even here in New York City, but watching virtually and allowing anybody to really tune in and see IYC.
Great, thank you. Anyone else want to share any positive two things that they learned? Yes.
The positive two things I mentioned very quickly are diversity and networking.
Thank you. That was good. Anyone else who want to share two positive things? Yes.
I definitely noticed a lot of encouragement in the room. I feel like a lot of people are really experts in whatever they're doing. And all individual spaces, sometimes you can feel like you're trying to save situations or the world alone. But having to be around other people that have the same mindset as you actually gives you more encouragement to want to go back and push. Because like right now, I have so many other ideas just from listening to other people speak, and I'm like so ready to go and implement it. So it's like beautiful.
Good. That's wonderful. Yes. Yeah.
The thing that I think that felt amazing was like the connection, because I get to hear what they're doing and they want to hear out of their time what I'm doing, like what my work is and what his work is. And the second one is diversity, because there's people who came here and also internationally, And also, beyond that, what I felt that was amazing was like how the sessions were here as well as one session and was recorded, but also there's another session back there, which was like online so people could see it worldwide. And I saw like a lot of comments of people who are really intense and want to like ask
Yes.
ask questions to like the big leaders. That's two things that.
Great, thank you. First you and then you. Please go ahead.
Yes, hello. So the first thing I would say is that you and your team did an excellent job.
Thank
The
you.
coordination was amazing. The information was timely, and the sessions have been very educative and very interactive. And secondly, the connections have met amazing people. There are chances some of the relations that were forged here will last a lifetime. So thank you very much. This has been incredible.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. For me, I would say two things: the content and the communication. Because as someone that runs an NGO back home, I also organize such things. I sincerely appreciate the content. It was really, really impressive. Everything from day one to today, like you really put lots of thought into it, and it's really commendable. Then number two, the communication. I know how tasking it is, but like the team really put a lot into the communication back to back. You never miss anything. So I really commend you guys for going on that.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's go ahead. Thank you.
To begin, I would like to appreciate your effort and the organizers. They did a great job. One of the most important things is making the what was being here. That in the past nobody cared about you, but now they know the significance of the in fact they play in the global state and also engaging each other and expanding the horizons by reflecting the projects in different formats. I think it's one of the good things to make good connections.
Thank you. One second.
Two things I'm going. First of all, thank you to everyone that.
Can you be a little loud?
But thank you to everyone that was involved in organizing this event. But the two things I learned was number one is take action. You don't. Yes, it's good to start big, but then you can also start small, whatever you're doing. And the second thing is the importance of collaborating with other youths. Because as I said, diversity, but then you have ideas and many other people have ideas, so it's also good to collaborate with other people to get your job.
Thank you. Farhan.
One thing that I want to compliment you guys on are the speakers you chose for the panelists. They were very motivating, very encouraging, and they all had valuable information to share. Both you and already, I guess, motivated leaders. And yeah, it was great working with all of you.
Thank you. And of course, I would like to give the shout out to you, Farhan, because your organization, FBWU Development, did a lot of photography for us. And I want to give a shout out to you, Farhan Abdul Rahman. And shout out to Raisha Khan Tayyeba for also like taking photos and asking good questions. So well then, thank you for your. Yes, please.
Thank you very much. Everyone was professional, encouraging, especially with the youths that were sitting down there. It is going to encourage more youths to attend this program, like yearly. And I'm going to go home and speak to my daughter. Yeah. So this is my first time attending your program. Actually, this is my second day for my first. Actually, the first time, the second day. It's very encouraging for the youths. It's going to help them do stuff and tell their friends out there to come to to this type of event. It's very encouraging. I like it. Everyone was professional. They answered the questions well because I was listening attentively. Every person that spoke and the audience. When I say audience, I mean we're here. Every question that the panelists asked, everyone responded professionally, especially the panelists.
Panelists.
Very well, very well spoken.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else? Yes.
Thanks to you all for just attending this platform. It was a productive platform for all of us to just attend this 4 days conference. And I would like to especially mention that the main part of this, I feel myself so rich this time. and to just get the main address to just the youth and the women. So we being women, like we sometimes we are getting unaware about our own rights, which are going to be accepted in UN. But this platform has given me, the new right ideas. So I feel myself so. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes.
I guess I love like all the things they mentioned. The one thing I want to say is that I love the fact that it was so diverse and everyone had different opinions. Yeah, we still respected each other and their beliefs and like added to it. So I think at the end we all got a little smarter because we're constantly having conversation with people who have different experiences, have different ideas about things. So learning about that, I think I've talked to a lot of people in this room and learning about their experiences and their ideas really helped me and benefited me as a youth myself, and it was really inspirational.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes.
I just want to also show some gratitude. I really appreciate the bridging of the gap because many of the panelists we had are people that normally you wouldn't have access to, and having them in the same room and being able to talk to them as somewhat of an equal, not being looked at because they're young, I think is a very big advantage. And the second part being that given the multidisciplinary setting it is, hearing from different parts with climate, with food security, it also sensitized me to issues that I actually was not thinking about. And for example, with AI, for example, that was not really something in my ether of thinking. But as someone from the global south, because I'm from South Africa, I realized that this is not a conversation we're really having in terms of AI. Nobody's really worried about it in terms of our governance and systems. But then the global north seems to be, or global north, seems to be so on track on it and focusing. But now that I'm sensitized, I'm like, I know someone who does AI related things. How about I let him know what's happening on this side of the world? Like, the UN did this and there's this policy. I don't know what you know about it. It's not my area because I'm not a tech person. But just having that representation here of me being here and having these other issues just makes me feel like it's an amazing bridge that if it wasn't for this space, I would literally have no exposure to it, honestly. So I'm very grateful for that.
Thank you. That was powerful. One of the aim of the conference when we founded it in 2019 with the UN was to bridge the gap. So we can, usually the approach is that you have to go to the UN headquarters to hear the UN speakers. You go to UN. Our aim was to bring UN to you. And now we are getting there. We are bringing UN people and UN itself on the doorstep. It's a long journey. We have a long way to go. And if UN have to survive, they have to get out of the building and have to go to the communities. And I think they are understanding that now. And it's going to change for sure. Thank you for the feedback. Anyone else? Okay. So no more feedback. Thank you. We will do the certificate distribution in a little while, and we're gonna close this soon. Before we close it, I want to ask one question from all of you, and it's related to the International Youth Conference 13 and the direction of the organization. How many of you are actually interested or intrigued to learn or discuss about the public diplomacy? Okay. And do you actually know what public diplomacy is? Okay, that's good to know. And do you know about cultural diplomacy at all? Okay, a few people. And how much are you interested in discussing cultural diplomacy and learning about cultural diplomacy and acting on it? Good. So we did discuss a lot of policy making in our previous conferences and also in this one, and we keep the conversation open because of the UNGA and UNGA reforms. So our next conference is going to be in Los Angeles at the University of California, LA, UCLA. We will have some more details available for that very much soon, but it's going to be from May 14 to May 17, and it's going to be in Los Angeles. So these are the dates. Lock the dates, and our theme of the conversation is going to be very much focused on diplomacy, public diplomacy, cultural diplomacy, and sports diplomacy, and how we can use diplomacy in our life. When you talk about diplomacy, you think that's only happen at the UN or at the embassies or in the context of multilateralism, but we will let you know that how this diplomacy can work in your life, but also in your national level, in your local level, and how you can, learn how to negotiate things and how to live with peace and harmony. Diplomacy was actually invented for the purpose so people can coexist and wars, live in peace, and develop and learn from each other. So moving forward, we're going to move in that direction. We will do a lot of things with that. So we will see you, people who are watching online, and also you, all of you here in Los Angeles, in May next year 2026, from 14th to 17th of the May, most probably. This is what the decision is, and for the venue, we will confirm soon. We don't have the venue confirmation yet, but yeah, we will confirm that. And with that, congratulations once again for being here with us for 4 days, learning and making this conference the largest youth gathering in New York City during this week, especially during the high level UN General Assembly 80 week. One last thing, we will roll out the form for people to give us the feedback, but also we will give the roll out the form for the UN reform policy paper. We have made our policy papers on 6 different topics. We are still working on the UN reform policy paper, and we have to deliver that paper to the Assistant Secretary General of the UN, Dr. Philippe Pollier, very much soon. So we will have 1 week times from here until next Monday. So we will roll out the form. Whatever you have learned in that, answer the questions. It's not going to be a very long form, but your input is really important, because United Nations is really, really, really keen to know what are the youth and people's input actually on the reform they want to see at the United Nations. There was a consultation took place, a lot of things happened, but it was within the boundaries of the UN and the bureaucrats and diplomats of the UN only. But now we are the only organization or the platform. Now we can open this conversation to the people and take your input and take it to the UN on what you guys really think about the UN and what changes you want to see. So thank you so much. And where's Amanda? How we are distributing the certificates?
They're laid out and
No, she will just let you know how.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you for your participation. There's been a few people who have really stood out to us. So I want to go ahead and announce those names. And then everybody else will also get a certificate. So don't worry, we will hand that out once we're done with this session. And we will do it in a single file orderly line. So we can start by acknowledging the most engaged delegates. So the first person, and I apologize if I do butcher any names, is Mahir.
Mahir Fuad. What?
I have Barack.
Mahir.
Levelly.
What's his name?
Levelly.
Levely.
There you go. Congratulations. Gail Coley. Vandana. Farhan. Congratulations. And then I have Marwan. Now Marwan, he has been doing so well. He's been smiling with everybody and so friendly. Like, he's so sweet. I look forward to his smile every morning.
Thank you very much.
Yes, of course.
Always giving back, right? The villa, the ones for you who witness it today, never forgetting where you come from, all the way you did, never forgetting the one who will come after you, and always pay it forward and give it back.
Thank you.
Godwin Paul.
There he is, Godwin Paul. No.
Ahad.
You, Ahad. Godwin Paul and Ahad. Thank you, Gardner.
And then lastly, I have Terto.
Tarito, yeah, Tarito Jalo.
And then are we good to start the rest?
Yeah, so okay, with that, we're gonna close our closing ceremony and the end of the International Youth Conference 12. Thank you, everyone who's watching us online and people present here. See you in Los Angeles next year in May. Thank you. And this too.
For the people whose letters start from A to E,
Yep. So
follow me.
and good. So we're gonna do a group photo here.
Group photo first, and then we can do certificate.